Hey, welcome back viewers, it's Jay from Jay's Garage, and today we're going to start the disassembly of this 283 high performance engine. Now if you see my short video, I just put a short out a little while ago, just said performance 283 angle plug cylinder heads. Now we know the 283s did not have angle plug cylinder heads. So there's a picture of the engine. It was a little bit hard to see. I could see the spark plug over here. I could see it was on an angle. So I called the fella and I asked him about it, and he said it was 11-to-1 and had a mechanical lifter camshaft. And I asked, does it have angle plug cylinder heads? He says it does. I thought, oh, okay. I didn't think anything about it really. He said he didn't really know what was inside the engine. I didn't really pry. And we made an arrangement on the phone that he would hold it for me and I'd be up in a few days to pick it up. So when I got there and I saw the front of the cylinder head, I thought, this might be bad. But it is a production cylinder head, and they aren't factory angle plugs, and we'll touch on that in a second here. So one of the things about 283s being such a small bore, if it really is 11-to-1, it's going to have a pretty sizable dome in it. It won't be a flat top engine with closed chamber heads. Now the early heads for the 283s and the small bore engines were 58cc head. Now, if these are a closed chamber head, I don't know what these are yet. Again, it would have to have a sizable dome, right? And we know they're probably, we know they're not at 58cc because obviously they have accessory holes on them, so they're newer than that. And I don't think they're a late model because they're heavy duty casting, so I'm going to say they're 64 or 76. And again, we'll see that here shortly. But this engine was in a 70 Camaro, factory 375 horse, 396 car, and I might add that car was very nice. And I thought, so this engine must be something half decent to have been in that car. They since replaced this engine with another 396. Now, what'll be really sad is if we pull this down and it's a stock 283 with newer cylinder heads off of a truck or something. That will be very sad. But either way, it's all in fun. We'll just find out what we have here and we'll get it apart. Okay, upon further inspection, I see it has a 1971 day-coated 170 water pump. So somebody needs that for their vet or something, let me know. Had a set of 5/4 timing chains hanging off of it. Those were not included. I just did a timing chain and phaser job on one. Let's take a look at this. I couldn't decipher these numbers or what this means. So if anybody else actually knows, let me know. But that's what I got. 834-449157. So I don't know what that is. What I can see is we'll go around is somebody used hex bolts on the cylinder head, but not the other one. The engine is dated, I don't know if you can see it, 1963. I believe H is August, right? And the 20th day, so August 20th, 1963. There's the casting number, 3834812. Nothing appears to be broken. This side has regular head bolts in it. The oil pan, I don't know what that is. Maybe an old Moroso, I'm not sure. Has some vintage old Camaro valve covers. Pro stock intake manifold, an old single plane. 6-inch balancer. So it's pretty basic so far. So what do you say we tear into this and see what we have? Okay, just gonna set up here. Just some simple hand tools, harmonic balancer puller, screwdriver, or 3/8 to 5/8 sockets for the top end anyway. Mini tripod, just in case we need that. We had the screwdriver out because there's a screw head here on the right valve cover. Let's get you set up and we'll take this engine plate off and then we'll take off the valve cover. Screwdriver for the back piece there. Alright, can't wait to see what's underneath this valve cover. I kind of hoping for some, studs, plates, roller rockers, usual stuff. Let's take a look. Nice and clean inside. Well, what's this? So let's take a quick look here. What are these cylinder heads? So you're seeing this for the first time like I am. We have some old, these milling rocker arms. Got some posi locks, and we have some aluminum retainers. Kind of interesting. Haven't seen those for a while. Let's get a light. There seems to be a screw at the bottom of this head bolt here. It's interesting. F23. So that's July 23rd of 1969. Seems to be the date code of these heads. GM head. What are these? 3970126. 70126. Let's look those up. Okay, so we found out the 126 cylinder head is just a basic run-of-the-mill 327, 350 open chamber cylinder head. Approved for circle track racing, so it's just like in a limited class, so not too much there. Somebody did do a little bit of work. They look like they shaved down the pads here, and they installed a threaded stud, but no guide plates. So probably not a very big camshaft. So let's maybe take off the rocker arms. I'm going to assume these are just like a Z28 valve spring. They're a single spring with a dampener with aluminum retainers. So let's see if these are long slots and what we have. Okay, I've got a rocker arm, a stock one here. Let's do a quick comparison. I'm curious to see what these are. Okay, so they are a long slot rocker. Don't have a ton of wear. They look like they might be a 1.6. Maybe not. Alright, so can you see the difference in the regular rocker to the long slot rocker and the slot there? I want to keep most of this engine together, so I'm just going to burn off these real quick and just pull the push rods out. As I put everything away or store everything away, I just don't want to lose a bunch of stuff and have stuff floating around the garage. We have a whole bunch of big jobs coming in here right away, so I try and keep semi-organized. They have a little slotted rocker, I forget the name of it. Alright, get those all out of the way. Screw these back on a bit so they don't go missing. Yeah, the little rocker ball is slotted. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, so let's pull the intake manifold off next. See what we have underneath there. Like somebody already took the thermostat out. I'm kind of curious to see what they're using. Okay. Easy. These things are tight. They've been there for a while. Alright, inner bolts. 3 9/16 and 7/16. They've kind of been there on this. It's always best to use a smaller headed bolt when you have these situations. See if we get those 9/16 loose. It's going to be hard to hold on to that. Yikes. There we go. Alright, I'll get these inner bolts off and we'll pull the intake manifold off. Okay, the intake manifold is undone, and while I was over there I popped out the dipstick and the other 4 bolts of the valve cover. So I just show the intake design here. Looks like these heads are not ported. I was mistaken. Anyway, it's a spread bar style intake. I don't know. Looks okay. I'm sure there's better. I'm sure there's worse. So let's knock this off and see what we have. I don't know. Alright. Some little bosses in the bottom there. Not sure what that's about. We'll look at that in a minute. Alright, what are we seeing here? Possibly for ring fitting or something. They marked each one. Probably has a double roller chain. It should have a double roller chain. Yeah, there it is. We got some water in this engine, so looks like it has a. This don't look like factory valves to me. Could just be the light. Huh, I'm not sure. Steel shim head gasket. Let's see what the lifters look like. Beautiful. Are they solid? They are solid. So he's right about that. Solid lifter cam. Alright, let's pull this valve cover off. There we go. Same cylinder head. 126. Same essential date code. Same rockers. Same aluminum retainers. Alright, let's knock these posi locks off and get those push rods out. Alright. No bent push rods, no issues yet. Right. I think the little Milwaukee, I'll take off our head bolts. It's a little stubby. Nope. Alright, let me get a bit different tool. Use the big Milwaukee. These things are really tight. It's really, I don't even want to come up with a holder full of crap. All right, no fluid. Let's get this cylinder head off. Should come off rather easily. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we certainly have dome pistons here. Let me just grab a rag and we'll take a look at this. Let's take a look and see what we have. Like I say, we had a steel shim gasket. We have some 30 over. Where are these things? L2275. We have some crosshatch in there still. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure this engine's a real high miler. I think he was right. Let's look up 2275. These are a TRW Speed Pro L2275. You betcha. All right, I'm gonna look them up.